Hey folks, I am really disappointed in Kevin McCarthy and some of these Republicans that I thought were MAGA people. I'm not going to mention any names, but I can already let you know that our party right now is very divided behind this debt ceiling situation. It does look like the Democrats will help the rhinos in the Senate to pass this legislation. It'll go onto the Biden's desk and it'll be signed off on. And I'm sure y'all have already heard quite a bit about this debt ceiling situation, but it is sickening to me that they're going to save $12 billion. That's all Kevin McCarthy got out of the deal, is the way I understand it. But allow for $4 trillion worth of possible spending, if not more, with no real number cap on it, and actually a time cap on it. So you got X amount of days, X amount of years to spend willy-nilly. How is that a negotiation? Just plumb livid about it. I was so angry about it yesterday I didn't even make a video. I was just gritting my teeth. This is bullshit, and it is costing American people every day that we don't claw back some of that money from the COVID money, from all these boondoggle $1 trillion infrastructure packages that were shoved down our throat last year. We could have clawed some of that money back. Kevin McCarthy had every opportunity to do it. He could have been a man instead of a mouse when it comes to dealing with Biden. But I thought this was actually a very interesting video, just to show you the contrast difference between a Kevin McCarthy type or a Trump type.
Agree on is we shouldn't shut down the government over a dispute, and you want to shut it down. You keep talking about
it. The last time, Chuck, you shut it down.
No.
And then you opened it up very quickly. And
20 times.
I don't want to do what you did.
20 times you have called for, I will shut down the government if I don't get my will. None of us have said.
You want to know something?
You've said it.
Okay, you want to put that on my...
You've said it.
I'll take it.
Okay, good.
You know what I'll say? Yes. If we don't get what we want, one way or the other, whether it's through you, through a military, through anything you want to call, I will shut down the government.
Okay,
absolutely.
fair enough.
And I am proud, and I'll tell you what, I am proud to shut down the government for border security, Chuck, because the people of this country don't want criminals and people that have lots of problems and drugs pouring into our country. So I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down. I'm not going to blame you for it. The last time you shut it down, it didn't work. I will take the mantle of shutting down. And I'm going to shut it down for border security.
But we believe you shouldn't shut it down.
Why not?
And now, let me back out of here, folks. I'm going to jump over to the Gateway Pundit. Got some other articles for you, but that's the way you're supposed to handle them crazy-ass Democrats, including Joe Biden. Tell them how it is. Tell them how the cow ate the cabbage. And tell them we hold all the cards and stop all this bull crap that they're doing. It's a sickening mess. I don't know what happened to Kevin McCarthy. Did he make a side deal? That would be my guess. What did he get out of it? What skin in the game did he have to build a bill in the House and then not have follow through with it because he peed down his leg behind falling down the stairs Biden? It just doesn't make any sense to me, folks. It doesn't make any sense at all. Now let's go ahead and get into a couple of articles here. If you haven't seen Joe fall down the stairs yet, we'll get to that one first. Now, I don't like to laugh at somebody when they're down, and I'm not supposed to. God tells me, don't pick on people, be forgiving, and just try to do the right thing at all times. But my feeling of forgiveness is just not where it needs to be. Anybody that is promoting this kid-sniffing mentality that this man has got, I just have no sympathy for him at all, and I really don't. I guess God will judge me for that, but I don't have it in me to want anything good for this man. I don't wish harm on him, but when he falls down the stairs or kicks a sandbag, as the story is, or gets wrecked on a bicycle, I can't help but want to put it up. I hope somebody is at least going, well, at least he's having a bad day too, because this man right here is causing our country tons and tons of grief on a daily basis. And I'm not talking just about the border. I'm talking about economics, everything. He makes us look weak, and that's the worst of it for me. Dang. Let's watch that again. Where's the life alert when you need one? He needs that little necklace with the push button on it. Or a walker, I don't know which. That man has a serious problem with walking. Now that wasn't his only screw up while he was there at the graduation event for the Air Force Academy. He was also telling them about how he was proud about how diverse they were, and that's what makes them stronger together. Well, truth be known, if our military graduates are as diverse as Biden thinks they are, God help us. And if they are that woke, then all I can say is don't tell China or our enemies it's not helping the situation any. Let's keep that under wraps till we can root that stuff out. Now, there's a couple things here on the Gateway Pundit I just can't talk about. They were talking about some of the woo-flu stuff over here. Tucker Carlson had some things to say. It was actually an older video, but shocking information. I'll leave you a link in the description below for that one if you like. Go check it out. It's all good stuff. And if you haven't seen the My Son Hunter movie, I'll have it in the link in the description below as well. It's a Twitter feed, but it's a full movie. If you haven't took the time to watch it, it was $20 to go stream the thing, but here recently, Robert Davi set the thing, or released the thing to the public over on Twitter. So go check out the links if you like. If you haven't seen the My Son Hunter movie, it's definitely worth watching. Now, they say Biden tripped over a sandbag. David Muir pointed out the sandbag on Channel 25 News, so it must have been a sandbag. Sandbag kicked him. I figured they'd have blamed Trump by now. I figured they'd have said Trump snuck up there and tripped him. Could have been his ghost, because you know he talks to ghosts. He could have been tripped by one of his people he shakes hands with all the time, you know, in the air. Now, let's see here. Joe Biden lied again. He told the Air Force cadets that he applied to the Naval Academy after graduating high school 300 years ago. It's only been 200 years, Joe. Now, DeSantis and Trump are out on the campaign trail today, hitting several different spots. And DeSantis actually had some interesting things to say. Him and Trump both now are touting, just like Kerry Lake, we're going to have to start harvesting, hunting down our people, making sure they're registered, and getting them to the polls right on time. We're going to have to go out and do what the Democrats do. We're going to have to beat the bushes, knock on doors, set up registrations at churches, whatever need be. I agree wholeheartedly with that, and that was some of the things that DeSantis was talking about today in Iowa. And if that's the way the game is being played because the rules apply that way in certain states, let's play by the state's rules. That's all we can do to try to make it as fair as possible at this point. Now this one, it's not live yet. It'll be live here directly. It's over on the Gateway Pundit. As a matter of fact, I'll leave you a link in the description below to this particular article. And this is about a J6 police officer who's obviously had a MAGA hat on, may have been a MAGA supporter, but at any rate, tonight he's going to join Badlands Media and Gateway Pundit as a former Capitol Police Lieutenant Tarek Johnson discusses the J6 protest and why the U.S. Capitol Police were wildly unprepared. Now that ought to be interesting to see. I don't want to tell you too much about it. I haven't seen it yet either. It says Tarek Johnson resigned from the U.S. Capitol Police after the 23 years of service after the event on January 6th took place. He previously appeared on Tucker Carlson Fox News should tell a portion of the story. However, given recent developments and discoveries, there is new information that needs to be heard by the citizens of the country as well as our elected representatives. He gonna spill the beans. He gonna blow the whistle. I love it. I love it. We need to hear from this guy. Check it out in the link in the description below, folks. There's actually a couple of videos on here. This ought to be all good stuff, folks. Like I said, I got 3 links in the description below. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you go check some of that stuff out. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.